I know the problem is in my code anyway. I'll share it after him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can see your screen, sir.
Hash. Oh, you're submitting on your mobile. Yeah, the website isn't really mobile responsive yet, but yeah, it's fine.
It's actually an
Oh,
interesting
okay.
idea.
Yeah.
I think we should work on that.
See if I-
We'll see.
Yeah, no update method. There's a missing method in your implementation, the C method. Your canister is missing the C method,
Oh, I see.
the C function. Yeah. So go to the homework and make sure you have all the functions that are on the homework, right?
Oh, all right.
And then, yeah, and then you complete them as they are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mr. William, go ahead.
Just like to inform the participants to fill in the attendance form. The form is ready in the chat box.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that.
If it's okay, I can share my screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's his name? You can drop your screen now. We still see your screen.
Mr.
What's his name?
Zuba.
Yeah, Zuba. Can you drop your screen?
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. You can go ahead, Super.
Yeah, let me do this share. Yeah, can you see it? I'm having this arrow. Where is it? It's here. And if I put the column in front, it gives me this one. So I thought I was resolving the thing, and now it's causing more problems. So
Can you remove the call?
If I remove it,
literally return. I mean the semicolon.
Okay.
In front of 0.
Yeah.
Semicolon in front of 0.
In front of 0.
Yeah. Like remove the semicolon.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then put back that colon before equals. Is it still giving the error?
It's highlighting all the other functions.
Okay,
As
so
you can
just
see at the bottom.
okay, so just return. Count. It shouldn't be doing that. Public reset. No, the way you defined the function,
Yeah,
it should
I
be
was thinking
public
the same.
shared function.
Well, on one of the instructions, that's the way it was highlighted to do it.
Right, yeah, I see. So like that one, right, is the interface that is like that is generated with, like, as the canister what compiles, right? But like that's not the
That's not how you
function.
write it.
Yeah, exactly. That's not how you actually write your functions as you do the code. So in the homework repository, you need to open main.mo.
Yeah, I did. And on one of them, this is what I got.
Yeah.
And that's why I did it, because I did it the previous method. And then when I got to the power and square roots, I mean, it was proving to be a challenge. Then I realized when I did it this way, it worked.
Okay,
So,
yeah. So the problem is because you copied functions on the canister interface in the project description, right? You
Yeah.
copied from the project description. You have to copy from the main.mo file in the project homework. From the main description, it's just like exposing the interface for the canister, and like that's not exactly how the functions are actually written.
Okay.
If
I would do it the other way, because that was the first way I did it though. But when I got to the power roots and stuff, it was not working for me. So I decided to change it this way and see.
No, let's write it the correct way. So let's start from the first function that you have in that file.
Right. So so if I do this way, so it's
remove also the space between it and the first
and the
bracket.
space. Yeah, so that's the way I did it for the start, and
yeah, it should work. This one.
And this should be oh no, this one I've got to do. Yeah, this one's different. Okay, let's do this. So that's the one. Now set. So now the counter works. You said counter works. Now C is fine. Let's do this.
So probably that's where you are having your errors. Maybe where you put your query function, your query keyword.
Yeah, I thought that was another way to do it. This another syntax, but it worked until I got to that one, and then so
it's for
I need to remove
definition. Yeah, public shared query.
Okay, now this one is where the problem started for me, which is why I changed it. And let me see whether it's sorted. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, no worries.
The typo on 48 power should be power, so that the submission works fine.
Okay, I noticed from the manual that that one is also accepted, I think. But I can put power. And that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, return counter. It's highlighted.
Yeah.
See the error.
Yeah, so
So
that
yes.
one now needs to be fixed, like with the code here to do the actual implementation.
So why is it highlighting return counter?
Yeah, because it's not returning the expected type. The function is expecting an int, but
Int.
counter is a float.
It's a float.
So there's some code magic you need to do there.
Well, okay, you guys, please perform your magic because
It's your magic. So,
okay.
yeah,
So
if
you want me to find that out myself? That's how. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay,
That's,
no worries.
that's how you get the experience. That's how you get the experience.
I'll dig into it. I'll dig into it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
if you also go to the homework description, you might get some hints as well.
Yeah, okay.
Homework.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll sort that out.
Okay.
Thanks. So
All right.
I have, what's this one? This array mo. This one.
What is it saying?
Array.moto.
Yeah.
Did you?
I mean, the first one is with the expression. That's fine. But this one, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's from the base library. It's from the base library. I think you shouldn't worry.
Are you saying if I clear this, all of them will be cleared?
Not really. I don't think so. Because you can see the path from where the problem is coming from.
Yeah.
It's from the node and then base master.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think you should worry about that one.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorted so far.
Okay.
Cool. I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else with a problem? Yeah, and remember to fill in the attendance form, please. With the magic number. Okay. So there are no more questions. Okay, Kelly, go ahead.
Okay, so I have restarted my laptop again, and now it is, but it's showing this message that is saying this message is shown once a day. To disable it, please create the.
Looks like the installation is successful. Is that?
I'm thinking like that, but okay, just give me a minute. I'm gonna share my screen, but not now. I just want to sort out something.
Okay, it's fine. Let us know when you are ready.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday, yes, Mr. Superroad had asked, like, what does the stable keyword mean, right? So today we are going to touch that part of storage on the IC and how to do upgrades in your code and without losing your data, right? So let me share my screen. So we will continue with with our yesterday project for users, right? So the issue with the storage on the IC, let me show you some documentation, right? With these types of memory, we have stable memory, we have heap memory, stable storage, and stable variables. So the stable memory is the stable storage that is like available to all the canisters, long-term storage, and right now it's up to 400 gig per canister, right? And then we have heap memory, right? So this is the regular memory for the WhatsApp module, like the one where your code compiles when you deploy your canister, and it's only 4 gig. So as you might imagine, it's heap memory temporary. So when your runs, it will be utilizing this heap memory for some temporarily. But when you upgrade, the heap memory is wiped, right? So there's that, and then we have the stable storage. So the stable storage is, this one is a Motoko specific type of storage. That's the one that automatically holds your storage for your variables as you do upgrades for your canisters. And then we have stable variables. Stable variables are variables like arrays, lists, which if you just use the keyword stable, the storage that is being held by those variables will be persisted in the stable memory. So to demonstrate a bit about this, so let's just continue with our user variable as it is right now, so I can show you what this means. Let's deploy. Okay. So others were kind of facing this error and asking in the group. So if you just try to deploy without starting the local replica, you get this error. So you have to start by running tfx start clean background. And then you have your local replica running. So now you can go ahead and deploy. All right. So let's come here. Let's add a user, a random user. Nice. Quickly. Let's add 2. Yeah, let's add a couple, right? Then let's see, get all users. So we have all our users here, 4 users, right? So for instance, I come to my code, I do some changes. Let's say I remove the delete function, then I deploy. This is just an example of doing some modification to your code, right? And then deploy it again. Yes. Right. If I come back and get all users, there will be nothing in the user. So we need to be able to store our users permanently and only remove them when we want to, right? Like that's how databases work. So to do that, we have types like data structures like arrays, list, int, right? If this was like a list of users, I could just come here and say stable stable variable users, and it would work, right? Because this would be a list. But for data structures that are mostly class-based data structures like buffer, trimap, hashmap, they don't they are not stable structures, so we don't have to use the keyword stable. So for those structure for these structures, there are some functions called pre-upgrade and post functions, which are system functions, pre-upgrade and post-upgrade, which you use to persist your data across upgrade, right? So you have your data in your structure here that is unstable. So before upgrade, your data is serialized and put into the stable memory, and then after the upgrade, it's brought back to the memory for you to use it. So to use the stable variable, the system upgrades functions, first you need to have a stable variable for user entries, right? So we have stable variable, yeah, let's just say users entries. And this will be an array of key value pairs for the user, right? And initially it's an empty array, right? And then on pre-upgrade system function, we upgrade. Yeah, that's correct. We assign. Oh, you see what we're doing here? Before our canister upgrades, what we are doing is we are taking the user and they are using the iterator and converting the user to an array and then assigning them to the user's entries, right? So that now our users are stored in stable memory. And then after the upgrade, okay, this is wrong. So in post upgrade, from entries, users, and then we use the trimap function. Trimap, and there's a function called from entries. And like this, here it should be entries dot house. Right. So now our users are being persisted across upgrade. We're no longer losing our user data. So let's see, let's deploy again. tfx deploy, right? Let's add some users. Right. And now, let's see, let's get our users. Yeah, we have 3 users here. Let's make some changes to our code. Let's deploy again. Right, so now let's refresh and let's try to get our users. Yes, and here they are. They are now persisted in our canister. Only us now, we now have control. We can now delete whenever we want, or upgrade, or whatever else we would want to do. So yeah, that's for canister upgrade. It's really an important thing to know how to do as you do your motoko canisters, so that you won't lose your data. And there are some libraries, community libraries, that kind of abstracts this away, like motoko hashmap that is stable, which you can just put the stable keyword and use it. But of course, there are community community libraries. You will be using them kind of like at your own risk, if you really understand how it works and you kind of just trust it. But if you just want something that is what can I say, more safe and standard, this is the best way to go about it. And yeah, it doesn't have any much hassle. You just have to make sure you have the stable variable here, and then you have in pre-upgrade, and then you have in your post-upgrade. Do we have any questions on this? Before we move to the next, kind of the next part, I would like to show as well. Kelly, did you finish what you are doing?
Yes, I did, but I was thinking I can share my screen after the lesson, after you're done.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so another aspect I'd like to touch on as well, which you will find in your homeworks as well, is intercanister calling, right? So let's say we want to create another canister, call our canister here, like it's in another project, right? There are 2 things you need to be able to call another canister. One is the interface for that canister, like the functions, and the canister ID. And then you create a type in your canister, and then you will be able to call other canisters. So this is quite an important thing to know, because as you start to build real applications, you know that you get to part where you need to integrate like the ICP ledger in your code here and performing some transactions in your canister, or integrating the NNS canister, integrating even your other canisters that are running in some other services. So usually how you go about it is, like I said, you just need the canister interface and the canister ID. So to grab the easiest way to grab the canister interface, so first, if you have the declarations for the interface, that can help you as well. But the way I would recommend, if it's a live canister, is to have the canister ID. So let me deploy this canister to the playground. FX deploy playground. So grab the canister ID. If you have the canister ID, you go to the Internet Computer dashboard, right? Dashboard.internetcomputer. This might be new to some of you. So this is actually on the Internet Computer dashboard, you can actually see quite a number of very useful information. Like here we have, like this is distribution of nodes, subnets, etc. You can search for, you can look up for transactions. You can see number of canisters that are running on the internet computer, power consumption. Yeah, these are ICP transaction. You can see proposals, NNS proposals. You can see the subnets, data centers, all that information. You can see, yeah, a lot of statistics for the internet computer is all here and public for you to see. All right, so for now, we are not really interested in much of that. Just want to search for our canister. I'll paste my canister here and search. What's happening? Okay. Right. So this is our canister we just deployed. And you can see this is our methods, create user, whatever. And here, this is our types. So what we want is here on Motoko, right? So we have our types and everything, and then we have the interface. So this is the interface I was talking about, which you need to grab for you to be able to do the canister calling, right? So yeah, to demonstrate this, let me create another small project real quick and do the intercanister calling in TFX. New hello logo front end, right? CD hello. Okay. So this is our hello canister, and we want it to be able to do intercanister calling with our users, canister. So what you do is first you define the actor. So I'll say let's say users actor equals actor, and then here you pass in the canister ID. What's our canister ID? So we pass in the canister ID with this, and you write it like this. And then here inside now you paste the functions you want to call from that canister. So you don't have to. You have all the functions really. You just need to have like the functions you want to call from that canister. So in our case, we would just want to be able to call the get all users function. Yeah, and then here it's giving error. It can't find the user type. So no worries, we just come here and grab the user type. This is the user type. So it's dependent on access level. So let's just copy everything. Yeah. Okay. So that's the types. And now we have our users, we have the interface for our users actor. Now we are able to now create our own functionalities in our own function here, in our own canister here, that will be calling the data we have in the user canisters, in the user's canister. So yeah, let's just have another function to get users as well. Public function get all users. So now one more thing about intercanister calling. So even if it's a query function, because this is now an intercanister calling, it will have to go through consensus. So so even it's a query, you have to execute it as a public function. So generally intercanister calls are a bit slower because they execute as just as update functions, even if some of them are just query functions. There's another type of function calling that can solve that. That is called a composite function, but that's for another day. That's for another day. It's a bit advanced way of doing it, but really not complicated. Yeah, but you can. This is how you normally should do it, and in a simple and straightforward way. You just create your public function, and now here we have to await. We have to await user canisters get all. So yeah, we just have to make sure you are using the correct canister ID and you have the correct interface for the function you want to call, and it will be good. So let's see. Let's test this out. So our canister is live, our users canister, so this need to be live as well. So let's deploy the playground as well. PFX deploy playground. All right. Yeah, I thought the canister IDs were the same, but it's 6L, 6M. I think that's fine. So let's see. Let's open this. So if we say get users, here we shouldn't be able to get anything yet because we haven't put any data in our live users canister. So yeah, another thing, you can actually call your canister functions from the dashboard as well. So you can do it from the candidate UI or from the dashboard. So for now, let's just try to do it from the dashboard. Let's see. Let's do call. That's the boring part. We have to put all the details. We can't do random. So let's see. This is our users function. Okay. So let's see, get all users. Oh, yeah, we have our user here. Now let's see from our yellow canister. And there we go, our user here, which we created from our users canister. So this was possible because of this intercanister calling that is happening here. So yeah, that's not the only way of doing intercanister calling. That's one way. So another way, if you have like shared canisters in your project, like you have multiple canisters and you have them configured here, another way would be to just say from the top here, we would just be saying import another canister. That will be from canisters, another canister. So this will be telling your code that look inside the canisters I have here and grab the canister with this canister name. And then in that case, you don't have to define the interfaces. You can just, once you have it like this, you can now just start calling the functions in that canister. So that's another way if the canisters are all in your project. But if it's a canister that is running somewhere else, it's not in your project, this is how you do the intercanister calling. So yeah, that's it for today. Especially this implementation, you will find it useful in some coming homeworks. I don't know if there are any questions for now. It looks like no questions. Okay. Yeah, so I think Kelly, you can go ahead and share your screen. Are you speaking? We can't hear you.
Oh no, I've missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like this now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like I had said last time, if he didn't ask you, don't worry. If you really want to have a user, you can just add him. But for now, you should be able to go like this. So try to install
The
this.
sorry,
Come again.
the username and password is not gonna be useful anytime soon.
Yeah, if you're a root user, you will be having like all the privileges. So yeah,
So from now, what should I do?
install the CDK. Go to, let me send the link, the command.
You're sending it, right?
You need to install the CDK and Node.js. So just a second. Right. So I'm sending in the chat. I'm sending in the chat.
In the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, copy that command in the chat. Copy the entire thing from SH to the closing quote.
I was supposed to copy that.
Copy the entire thing. Yeah. The entire text, like from, not the link. Yeah, from there. Yeah. Then yeah.
Or just paste it here.
Yeah.
Not responding.
Control Alt V. Or right click and paste. Did you try Control Alt V?
Yes. The right click is the one that was not responding at first, and then the control out of V is also not responding.
And just Control V.
Control V doesn't work here.
Yeah, Control V doesn't work here.
I've tried it. The control V is not.
Eyeball. What does it want? So even if you right click, it's not giving, not showing anything.
No, it's not.
Maybe
I should try to write it down.
Just close it. Try to close it and open it up again.
I'm
Or do this.
But are you sure you copied?
Yes,
Yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah.
didn't. What I said, maybe you didn't copy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Backspace.
now it's writing things.
Yeah. So do Control Alt V.
It's not responding.
Okay, can you close this and open shell?
I must close Ubuntu.
Yeah, or close that. Open PowerShell. Command prompt. That one that was saying command prompt. That's fine.
It's not opening.
Or type CMD in the search.
Sorry?
Type CMD, search CMD. Yeah, open command prompt. You type bash and enter. When you try to paste again, just to paste, yeah, I think it's still copied. Control out of V.
It's not responding.
Okay, can you press enter again just now? Nothing. Right.
Maybe copy again. Maybe copy it again.
Yeah,
one more time.
copy again.
And then left click on the terminal.
Yeah.
Copy it. I mean, right click on the terminal, not left click. What am I saying?
Yeah, open the terminal, yeah.
The terminal in VS Code.
The CMD.
The CMD. Oh,
That one, that is already open. That one we are working with. Yeah, that one.
right click, just right click. There you go.
Yeah. Enter. So, yeah. Proceed with installation. Enter.
How is it? I must just say enter.
Yeah, just enter. Yeah.
So every time I have to use Ubuntu, I have to go through this.
No, this
Oh,
is a one-time thing.
okay.
This is a one-time thing. Yeah, but I think you seem to be right on track. Let's see if we can wait for you. Yeah, it's 11 now. I'll send you some of the commands you need to do to finish this in there.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, no problem.
Yeah, seems to be working fine. Because now you just need to install Node and you'll be good to go.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
All right. I think we can call this a morning. No, any more questions? Okay, thank you guys. So just another reminder, create your GitHubs and towards work on your homeworks and towards the end of this bootcamp, your last homework will be to create a unique canister, the one that is different from what you have in the homeworks, and yeah, something that is unique, something of your own, right? Using Motoko, and create a GitHub repository and make sure you put it on GitHub, and then before we start the hackathon, should be able to submit that unique implementation of your own, right? From everything what you have learned in the homeworks, the sessions, you need to create that unique implementation of your own. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Mr. William.
And please don't forget to fill in the attendance form because the same form is going to help us in capturing your data for the certifications. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, everyone, please. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Rod.
Yes, just a gentle reminder to post the video from yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we'll do that just now. All right, so have a good day, everyone. See you in the evening. Evening will be a mentorship session. Won't be new concepts.
Mr. Enoch,
Yes.
the quiz, please. We are waiting
Oh.
for the
Mr. Confidence, did you prepare?
No, we are having the quiz in the evening. Eh? I have t-shirts, so we'll do it in the evening. Please attend the evening session.
You see, the disadvantage is others are not here. You see here? So these who are here should have benefited from what you
Very true.
others will now
Mr. Confidence, make sure you have a good lawyer. Mr. Frederick is around.
I have to get one. 100%. But yeah, we'll have one in the evening. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, in the evening
Yeah,
we'll
it's
be prepared.
coming, Lorita. I'll make a plan to bring you stuff in Botswana. Don't worry. I'll send you stuff.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Great day, everyone.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
You too. Thank you. It's been great.